I know we're all feeling anxious when it talks about coronavirus. We have those what ifs and how about thoughts in our mind, especially this pandemic is still going on. But how do you react if some of your neighbor near you or even within your barangay is positive in coronavirus? How can you prevent to stop our fear that turns into stigma and discrimination to them? Good day everyone. I am Blessed Jonasia Borquez from BCE 4th year. Let's talk about this current social issue that I think we need to understand, prevent, and stop. The stigma and discrimination during COVID-19 pandemic. Before that, let's first define the social stigma and discrimination. Social stigma is the disapproval of or discrimination against an individual or group based on perceivable social characteristics that serve to distinguish them from other members of a society. Social discrimination is defined as sustained inequality between individuals on the basis of illness, disability, religion, sexual orientation, or any other measures of diversity. Humanity today is facing one of the biggest challenges of the century. The novel coronavirus is spreading rapidly to the extent of being declared as the pandemic across the world. The spread of the coronavirus pandemic has raised concerns of everyone across the globe. People are in dismay for what is happening with them, and at the same time are disturbed to see the conditions of others, particularly the marginalized. There is a sudden shift in people's daily routines. Apart from the fears, anxiety, and sadness, people's sense of irritability has started piling up. Amid such a deranged spread of COVID-19, one of the important concerns that is even more deleterious than all the above highlighted negative impacts and needs to be urgently attended to is stigmatization associated with the pandemic. The stigma of COVID-19 in the present context could be comprehended as a social process that sets to exclude those who are perceived to be a potential source of disease and may pose threat to the affected social living in the society. Stigmatization of the suspected actually infected individuals. The first one. The COVID-19 patients are accused of being ignorant and negligent, thereby being held responsible for having contracted the virus. The COVID-19 patients were being stereotyped as the active spreaders of coronavirus and were being treated as the passive acquirers of the disease. Second, the stigma based on profession, state of healthcare professionals, and police personnel. People at the forefront of the war against this pandemic, also called as coronavirus warriors, are becoming ostracized by their neighbors, landlords, taxi drivers, and even their own family members. Having left with no other option, doctors and nurses have had to sleep in the staff rooms and even in the washrooms of hospitals. The stigma over the dead. People's stigmatizing reactions for the dead family member indicate the strong and deep-seated embeddedness of irrational fear and threat that the virus has brought with itself. Several families in India denied claiming the dead body of their own kin members. See how painful it is to those people infected by the virus. Even those healthcare workers who risk their lives just to protect you. And even those dead bodies that doesn't receive any respect after all, even by the respected families. Stop this stigma and discrimination right away. Let's help each other in this kind of situation. Who wants to have a virus anyway? Is it you? 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 We all don't want to be infected. Maybe those we think that got infected are working for their families, for them to have a food to eat, water to drink. Those healthcare workers, frontliners, are risking their lives and yet didn't have enough salary for their compensation. It is rightly said that the epidemics reveal who and what is generally valued in society. Nature has made us all equal. It is us who create divisions in society for our own benefit. Stigmatization serves this purpose. And if this would continue, it is not going to serve any fruitful purpose, for we all are humans first, and the association that we share with our family, religion, profession, socioeconomic status, and many more comes later. Health experts recommend showing empathy to those affected, understanding the disease itself, and adopting effective, practical measures so people can help keep themselves and their loved ones safe. Each one of us has a role to play in preventing discrimination. Through kindness, speaking up against negative stereotypes, learning more about mental health, and sharing individual experiences to provide the support needed. Stop judging. Start healing. Thank you.